Hey everyone, back again. Ugh, man. Hair all over me from wrestling with the dogs. But yeah, I don't smoke weed. I don't drink. I don't do any kind of drugs or anything. Well, besides, my heart pills and, my arthritis medication and my other arthritis medication and my countless stuff up there, But I used to smoke weed, teenager, everybody smoked weed. Joined the military, different types of law enforcement stuff, bail enforcement, recovery agent, oil field, medical field. I've been there, done that, across the board, and I'm currently waiting for Social Security disability insurance. I've got another medical appointment next week. They found more tears in my shoulder, so it is what it is. But if I can get on disability, one thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to, hit up one of the doobie shops in town and get me some herbage, and I'm gonna sit down and enjoy one or two. But out of every single company out there, this is the only guy I trust. This is the only guy I trust. Now, I'm not talking, Cheech and Chong. I'm not talking, Jim Belushi. Selling actual, materials in equipment. This is the only guy I trust. This dude will literally show you the ins and outs of everything that he sells. He does it it's super entertaining. I mean, this guy knows how to sell it. He really does. And it's like, you go on here and it's like, bam, raw classic. Everything here is well laid out. Looks amazing. Everything looks great. And it's like, I'm looking at this stuff and it's like, man, loaders and fillers, what do you got? Oh, man. Dude, growing up, I wished I had this stuff. I wish I had this stuff. At the time, I was buying, like, the boxes of cigarette tubes with filters in this machine, and I was buying the cans of tobacco because that's what I could afford. I couldn't afford, actual cartons of smokes and stuff. And it's like, man, I stopped smoking because, it was really bad for me. And then, boom, hey, you've got arthritis, high blood pressure, high anxiety. Well, dang, I'm stuck. And it's like, I've talked to 4 doctors, all of which are like, you could, always go to this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but if I get a prescription for it, then that's going to be on my record and everything. So if I stay away from it prescription-wise, then, it's not on record. I can just, go pay cash somewhere. At any one of these doobie shops, just, pay cash, don't worry about it, type deal. But yeah, I mean, if I had this stuff, man, it would have made it so much easier. And out of this, where's that? On the go, dude. This I like this black one, but the where is it? This guy, I love that. That is freaking awesome. I love that roll. That is The cone duffel. I love it. The only thing that I wish that this thing had is like this end here. I know that it pops out and it's good to, it's padded so you can store your grinder in there. But if this thing had like a built-in like hockey puck size Bluetooth speaker, dude, party bag. Bluetooth speaker, you could be, walking down the pier, just bumping some tunes. You're out on a little jaunt. You're at the skate park. You're out having fun. Boom, speaker on the go. If this thing had a little hockey puck speaker in there, something rechargeable, Bluetooth, even have like a jack in there for a CD player or something, that would be freaking awesome. But man, I love the looks of this bag. I really do. I really do. Pocket ashtrays. So these, when I smoked pipe, I literally for like a while I smoked an actual pipe tobacco, and I had all like black cherry and all these things, and it's like I had the pocket ashtray and everything. I had a freaking $300 church warden, handmade church warden, absolutely beast of a pipe, and that thing was like good one. It was like 28 inches, something like that. It's freaking massive. I got it like after all the Lord of the Rings stuff was like super popular, so everyone's like, yeah, that's what you got to get. But man, I love the cone duffels. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of people out there that are like, this is stupid. Dude, Dennis Leary said it the best. Pot does not lead to other drugs or criminal activity. Pot leads to carpentry. You look at something and go, I can turn that into a pipe. I can make a bong out of that. Dude, growing up, freaking Gatorade bottles, boom, those are bongs. My buddy's dad had all these like antacid bottles and stuff, and we turned those into bongs. Apples, any kind of fruit. Finding out that, hey, if you take an ice cream cone, one of those drumsticks, and you take one of those like metal straws, or even freaking chopstick, you cram it through it, you can hollow out the top, cram it through it, break off the bottom, smoke a bowl out of it, and suck the ice cream and chocolate through at the same time. Yes, munchies while getting high. Yeah, absolutely fun. Absolutely a blast. I mean, there is no other website like this. There is no other YouTube channel with this much. I mean, look at the hype in this guy. It's like you watch this guy's videos and you go, maybe I should give it a shot. Maybe I should. And it's like, yeah, it's a drug. No. Anything that can make you hungry, tired, relaxed, that grows out of the ground with very little maintenance. I mean, you're adding, like different things to the ground. Like, I'm looking at all these videos and stuff of different things, and it's crazy because these people are just like adding like natural chemicals that are derived from other plants to the water and to the ground, and then it alters the strain just enough so that when you go from the clear to the hazy, smoky, and then all of a sudden you get to that brown and amber color, and all of a sudden it's like, okay, here's nothing, here is super high, here is your whole body is relaxed and you feel great. I mean, you tweak it just enough and you can control everything. I mean, that is fan-freaking-tastic. And it's like the science behind it. Okay, take a cone, for instance. You have a cone. Your cone is there. You're smoking. You have a bigger top, and then you have a smaller bottom. But the thing is up here, you're burning a very thin layer. And you're getting a very, very wide burn so that you have all that smoke coming to you. But the closer you get, that circle closes. As that circle closes, your burn goes deeper. But you keep the same amount of burn from the very top, thin, to the very bottom, thick. It's a steady burn. That's freaking science. That's insane. It's crazy. I mean, look at this stuff. I mean, raw, collab, eternal, ethereal. I mean, classic cones. I mean, cones. These things, this stuff didn't exist growing up. It was, my buddy's uncle would come from some freaking mountain range in Oregon. Like, the dude lived up in the freaking boonies of Oregon, and he'd show up in his big old pickup truck, and he'd be like, "Hey, here's a 1-gallon bag of some green herbage. There you go." We'd sell half of the bag, and we'd get to keep the other half, because he'd have like 30 bags in that truck that he was like selling to other people. But it's like, yeah, we didn't have any of this stuff. Rolling trays, any of it. I mean, dude, we had cardboard, we had magazines, our grinders were just, again, the old tins, we used shoe polish tins. We used the hand pumice tins. As soon as one was empty, it would get cleaned out real good. You'd take that tin, and you'd take a couple of nuts from the hardware store and put it in there, and you'd throw your herb in there, close it up, and you'd shake it. And the nuts would, slam around, and it would grind for you. And then you wouldn't have it on your hands, and you could pop the tin and pour the stuff out onto the top of the tin, and use that as a catch, so that when you're rolling, it all falls back into the thing. It's like, that's what we had growing up. That's all we had. I mean, now it's like you got all this stuff. I'm finding trays online, and it's like, it's a tray, but it has little holders in it so that you could just like slide your herb over to it, and it falls into the thing. Then you have a tamper that's like magnetically held onto it, and you tamp it down, and then you could poke it back up and pull it out, and it's perfectly good rolled. And it's like, what? We didn't have this growing up. We had to make it your own in an alleyway. I mean, that is freaking fantastic stuff. Like, you guys know me. I don't do any of that stuff. But, hey, if I can get on to the disability, I mean, I've been having so many issues with the shoulder. My neck is killing me all the time with the arthritis and the bone spurs. I mean, seriously, my entire, like, from here to, like, here on my back is just on fire. My shoulder blade, right here in my clavicle, it is just burning. And it's like, I've got to keep moving, otherwise I lock up. I mean, let's see. I mean, that's just freaking tendons and stuff snapping all the time. But yeah, dude, Raw picked the perfect guy to do all these videos. I mean, this guy is freaking great. This guy's freaking great. I love him. He's energetic, he's informative, and he's fun. I mean, you can't ask for a better, a better teacher or, hype man I mean, if you had the guy from all the ShamWow commercials, you had the what was that guy with the what was the guy that was doing all the infomercials and then he passed away? I mean, all these guys, none of them shine a candle to this guy. This guy's fantastic. It's freaking hilarious. But you know, money's tight. Money's tight. So you know, I can't be doing nothing fun ever. And I'm still waiting on any kind of feedback from the government on whether or not, you know, they even care enough to give me disability, even though I've got like 60 documented injuries that are not going to go away and can't be handled with medicine or any kind of, you know, surgeries. I mean, look. These two bottles right here, just these two bottles here, put me on my backside, and it's like, yeah, I have a dulled pain, but I take those, and all I want to do is sleep all day. I want something that'll, you know, relax my body, relax my joints, and you know, won't, you know, knock me out. And there's a few strains that are energetic and help with that, but also help with body pains. It's like raw is like the best the best company out there for advertising. I mean, dude, these guys could be advertising bricks and this guy would freaking rock it. Hi. What do you want? You want to fight? Being attacked by a dog that wants attention. Hi. Yeah, but again, you know, when it comes down to it, man, all this stuff, I mean, dude, the greatest salesman out there, and it's like, dude, shorts and videos, but man, oh hi, I know, hi. Again, if they put a friggin' speaker in that thing would be fantastic. Still, I still love I still prefer the other one, the brown one. That one is way more my style. But I mean, I'd love to have one of those. Really would. I'd love to have that. Yeah. Anything. These are fantastic. I love them. But yeah. If I can get on the disability, first thing I'm going to get is one of these and a couple of herbal supplements from one of the shops in town. But hey, if you guys got to buy anything, you know, related to this, raw. Raw Papers official. Dude. Hit these guys up. They know what they're doing. At least this guy does. At least this guy does. But see you on the next one.